So I'm waiting for the exterminator. They're supposed to be here at 8 this morning. Management always seems to screw up dates and times of appointments for inspections and exterminations. So who knows if they're actually going to show up today or not, or at 8. Maybe they'll show up at 9 or 10. The last time they were supposed to show up, they didn't show up on the day that they were supposed to show up at all. And then I had to redo the whole entire clearing out thing 2 days later or 3 days later. So as they request, they ask that you clear out all of the closets, clear out the floorboards, remove all the stuff from the perimeter of the unit. So I have done that, and they're due here in 5 minutes, but I doubt they'll be here in 5 minutes. But just for the record, it is almost 8 a.m. on Thursday, November 21st, 2024. I have cleared out pretty much everything in this closet except for this one thing of holiday wrapping paper, but the rest of the perimeter of the closet is clear. So there's nothing on the floor, again, except for that. These floorboards are clear. Floorboards are clear. Floorboards are clear. The bathroom floorboards, clear, except for the mirror. Floorboards are clear. Floorboards are clear. I'm just going to move these luggages out of the way. Floorboards are clear. Floorboards are clear. Floorboards are clear, right? I even swept. Floorboards are clear. And then that hot mess, I can't even touch it. So just waiting. Oh, forgot to mention, they asked to clear out the kitchen cabinets. So all cabinets have been cleared except for the top one, and I can't reach up there and I can't see anything. I don't want anything to land on my head. So I'm just going to leave that one. And same thing with underneath the sink. Underneath the sink is empty except for this one thing right here. And these things are not really in the way. You can see all the way to the back. I think they just want access to the back of the underneath sink area. So there we go. I've done my part. Now let's just wait and see what time they show up. So it's now 8:15 and they haven't shown up yet. So I'm just waiting. But again, I've done my part. I've cleared out the entire perimeter of this unit except for this giant hot mess in the middle where I had to move everything. I mean, the stuff had to go somewhere. So I cleared out the closet. And just to comply with their request to clear the perimeter, I just moved a few items out in the hallway, but it's just like 3 boxes and a small luggage in case the stupid, hate-stalking, lying, delusional asswipes that live on this floor start making up stories about how I left a bunch of, trash or junk in the hallway. It's 3 boxes and 1 small luggage. It's a carry-on. So they like to make up stories and lie about me, which is why I make videos to debunk their lies. Right? So they say things like I leave giant piles of trash in the hallway and stuff. No, those are my boxes. And it's temporary. And it's 3 neatly piled sealed boxes and 1 sealed luggage with beautiful clothing in it that's brand new and has tags on it. And the perving, creeping, surveillance-using career stalker named Jasmine Irizarry can't get to my stuff unless she undoes the tape on this luggage. For years, I would come home from work and find my beautiful work clothes smeared with foul-smelling, nasty brown stuff. I mean, your guess is as good as mine as to what that might have been. And the contamination and vandalism of my beautiful brand new clothing stopped when I started taping up luggages so that I could see if the tape is removed. Right? So again, in the meantime, perimeter of the bathroom floor is clear, except for the mirror. And this area has been completely cleared out. I moved the furniture. The underneath of the sink has been mostly cleared out except for 2 items on either side. Cabinets have been cleared. Perimeter and back of the fridge are clear. These baseboards are clear. Again, these baseboards are clear, so they can't lie and say that I didn't comply with their requirements of clearing the baseboards and emptying the cabinets. They like to make up stories about me, so I make videos to counter their stories that they make up and say things like, oh, she didn't do what she was supposed to. There was stuff all over the place. Okay, well, no, it's not. It's in the middle of the room, and you didn't say I couldn't have stuff in the middle of the room. You said to clear all the perimeters and baseboards, which I did. Fucking pathological liars, right? When people are constantly making up stories about you that are verifiably fact-checked as being false, then they're the liars. Okay, so it's just about 8:30 and the exterminator still has not shown up. I have an email from the Greenville group saying that on Thursday, November 21st, 2024, the exterminator would be showing up and that we had to clear out all cabinets and remove all items away from the baseboards and from the walls so that the exterminator could have access to the baseboards of the unit so they could spray or do whatever they do under the baseboards. Exterminator's still not here. I have literally been up half the night because there was intense, sickening amounts of marijuana smoke coming from that bathroom throughout the night, along with somebody who was making a lot of banging noises and using a directed energy device to electronically assault me whenever I turned over on my back and faced the ceiling. I have to sleep on my back or lie on my back because I have a bad lower back. And that's when the directed energy device usage starts to happen. And that is something that Irizarry, the hate stalking career asswipe surveillance expert that I've been told is being sponsored by the Greenville group as some sort of paid harasser, she has admitted to using a directed energy device on me on social media, claiming that she's not using it that hard or that it's not that strong. But it does interfere with my ability to lie on my bed and sleep. It is extremely painful. It feels like your entire body from head to toe is being electrocuted. That hurts. And you have a hard time breathing. And then getting assaulted by this device for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, almost continuously. She claims it's not that hard or it's not all that strong, but it is debilitating and literally makes you feel like the juice is being squeezed out of your body, like you're being squeezed tighter and tighter and tighter with a current running through you. That's physical assault. So that was going on for part of the night. The creep in 88 was blasting his TV all night long, and I have a video of that. 4:30 in the morning, his TV is so loud you could hear it all the way down on the other end of the floor at the back of the building. That's too loud. You don't need your TV on that loud at 4:30 in the morning. And now I'm still waiting for the exterminator to get here. And I just spent the last 3 hours clearing out everything from the closet, from the cabinets, from the baseboards, and the exterminator is not here yet. But it does look like a beautiful morning. So I'm just going to enjoy this pre-filled water bottle because I've had too much coffee. And coffee makes me crabby. I'm sorry. I mean, coffee, even though it's like a very commonly used morning beverage, it is a drug. Caffeine is a drug, and it does things to your brain that normally wouldn't happen to your brain if you didn't drink coffee. So when I drink coffee, it makes me crabby. It wakes me up, but then it makes me really crabby. So I'm just going to have some water instead of coffee and wait for the exterminator. So the exterminator is still not here. I'm just checking the email that I got from Greenville a few days ago. Greenville, 2 days ago. Thursday, November 21st. The exterminator will be stopping by and will need access to your units. Blah, blah, blah. Prepare includes cleaning under your sink. I did that. Lower shelves. Okay. If there's no prep, you'll be charged $35. I think I've definitely done the prep. And then they have some attachments on how to clean everything out. I think I did that. I even cleared out most of the top shelf, even though I can't see up there and I'm too short to reach it. Under the sink is done. Baseboards are completely cleared out. There's nothing blocking access to any of the baseboards all the way around the bed until you get to the giant unholy pile of stuff there that I had to put there. I mean, I have to put my stuff somewhere. It's not like I can leave it on the street. But the exterminator is still not here, so I really can't wait around all day. They did say he shows up at 8 a.m. I'll call them and see. 8:44. So the exterminator still hasn't shown up, and I have the email from the Greenville group saying that the extermination was going to be taking place today. So they tend to get their dates and times wrong, and then they say that I deny entry because people show up at my door on days that we did not have an agreed appointment, and then they lie, meaning the Greenville group, they lie, and then they say that I deny entry when they're constantly sending inspectors and other people to my door on the wrong day and at the wrong time. So again, I just showed you an email that says that we have an extermination rather, today, and nobody has shown up.
Rentals, press 1. For maintenance, press 2. If you're interested in selling a property, press 3. For the office directory, press 4 or press 0 for the front desk.
So they never answer their phones in the middle of the day. I don't know what the deal is. They're that incompetent. They can't answer the phone in the middle of the day.
Please leave a detailed message with your name and number so we may get back to you when we return.
Hi there. It's right around 9:40 a.m. on Thursday, November 21st. I'm calling from Unit 89 to report that the exterminator that you had mentioned would be here today and had sent an official email regarding the extermination today has not shown up. It is now 9:40 a.m. The exterminator always comes here at around 8 a.m. or 8:30. You've always told me that they're not available after, early morning on Thursdays. So they have failed to show up, and that is a problem. I am recording this voicemail for legal purposes, and I will be following up with a written notification to you and your attorneys about the fact that you sent an email 2 days ago telling me that there was going to be an extermination today, and the exterminator has either not shown up or you guys never gave him the information. And you often tend to get the dates and times wrong for inspections and exterminations. So again, the extermination has not happened, and I did do all the prep work, which is very time consuming, disruptive, and I can't keep doing this when you guys fail to send the exterminators on the day and time that you say that you will. It's also 9:40 a.m. and nobody's answering your phones. The incompetence is mind-boggling. Really, it is. Yeah, so it's just about 10, and obviously the extermination is not going to happen today. I did everything I was supposed to do, including moving everything away from the walls, clearing the baseboards, sweeping, clearing out the cabinets. I mean, I've been up since 4, so this is ridiculous. It's a waste of my time. Greenville Group is not answering their phone. They never answer their phone in the middle of the day. They're completely useless and incompetent and can't get their shit together, obviously. So again, I mean, I did everything I was supposed to do, cleared out all the closets, cabinets, everything away from the walls, moved the bed away from the wall, cleared the cabinets. And when the Greenville Group fails to stick to a predetermined date and time for an inspection or an extermination, then the incompetence is their problem, not mine. I've been up since 4 doing all this stuff because this is what they asked that tenants do in order to comply with the extermination protocol. Now I have to move everything back in from the hallway, and just in case any of the hate-stalking asswipes claim that I leave piles of trash in the hallway. Nope, just 3 sealed boxes and a luggage. And that is not my broom. That is the broom of the building or of maintenance, and it stays in front of the electrical closet. So they just failed massively to stick to a predetermined date and time. This is a major inconvenience for me. This is the second time this has happened since October. So let's see, now we're in November. So in the last month and a half, the Greenville Group has twice failed to stick to a extermination date and time that they decide on. I'm not the one who decides on these dates and times. That's them. And they just can't stick to the predetermined date and time. And then they claim that I deny entry when the exterminators show up on the wrong day. You just saw the email. It says November 21st. So if they suddenly show up tomorrow, that is not my problem. That is their mistake, their incompetence, and that is not me denying entry.